Hey guys, Disney Freak 309 here, coming to you guys live from Echo Lake. You can see Gertie in the background, and it is my very first time coming to Hollywood Studios in over a year, which means it's my very first visit ever since joining the Disney College program. And you know what happened in between the last year? There were some D23 announcements, and my favorite announcement that came from the parks panel was these Monsters Inc. land coming to studios. So we need to go and say goodbye to a specific area. Well, two areas to be exact, because we don't know where it's gonna go. It can either go to Animation Courtyard, which I would prefer, or Muppets Courtyard. Either way, I'm fine with either one they replace, but I would prefer if it went to Animation Courtyard since there's really nothing going on there. So we're gonna head into studios, explore the park, and say our final goodbyes, just in case either land goes away. But first, we gotta go over here because everyone's favorite potato is inside of here. It's Potato Land. No one ever comes here though. There it is. Now that we paid our respects to our favorite potato, let's go and say hi to Muppet Land. Here it is, Muppet Courtyard. I honestly feel like this entire land has been underutilized. Before this turned into Muppet Courtyard, they were gonna make an entire Monsters Inc. land, and I believe Defunctland made a great video on that if you wanna check that one out. But I feel like this land has just gone downhill ever since they got rid of Pizza Planet and they turned into Pizza Rizzo. You have Mama Melrose's here, and I don't really like this location. I've been here, I believe, twice. And this has literally been used, I think, once ever since the pandemic, and they used it for like the 35th anniversary merchandise. And like I said, Pizza Rizzo used to be Pizza Planet, so I like how they have this right here to reference the old location. And then we also have the It's a Wonderful World Christmas shop, which I believe they only used once a year for Santa meet and greets during the holidays. If you look at the concept art for the Monsters Inc. land, you can see that tower in this building in the concept art. So personally, I wouldn't mind this land going, but I do want to go and rewatch Mop Vision since it's been quite a while. But from what I remember being pretty outdated. I think the show is just all right. I'm gonna give my final thoughts at the very end over where I think it should be going. Before we go to Animation Courtyard, I've never seen the Indiana Jones show. I am completely shocked that I went that many years without seeing that show. I thought it was amazing. My favorite section was actually the only section I didn't record when they were jumping on top of these buildings and jumping down, doing all these flips. I didn't record any of it. My eyes were memorized the entire time. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that show. It was really, really good. I'm actually shocked. Not even an Indiana Jones fan. Actually, one of my biggest hot takes is I only watched Raiders and I didn't like the movie. I gotta rewatch it because everyone says it's one of the greatest movies of all time, but it just wasn't for me. Also, I know that I barely really talked about Muppet Vision. That was just because I was trying to rush to the show. I will give my honest thoughts about everything about Muppet Vision at the end of this video. Now let's head over to the second potential area that Monsters Inc. can go. This is Animation Courtyard, and it's pretty boring. They're even promoting the worst Star Wars show. Actually, no, scratch that. The worst Disney Plus show. This show shut down in 2020 and it never reopened, but it's going to be reopening later this year. Actually, when I was younger, I got to open up that show. I had to go back to New York and get the VCR out and find that home video, but me and my sister was like, welcome to the Ariel show. We have the Disney Junior Dance Party. This used to be the Playhouse Disney Dance Party, and there's also meet and greets outside. And then you got Star Wars Launch Bay. Let's go and head in. This used to be the animation building and housed so many cool things, but now it's kind of boring. To the right is the main building, and to the left is Star Wars concept art. There is so much that I'm just going to quickly pass by. And then along the side, you have all of the theatrical release posters. This one is cool because it was originally titled Revenge of the Jedi, not Return of the Jedi. I remember inside here used to be an auditorium where they would show off like sneak peeks of films. And now we are inside. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't like this place. It holds a lot of props and replicas of ships in the movies. Then you have some meet and greets. There's usually a Chase exclusive line to meet Vader right here, but it's closed. That building just is like a dead corpse when you compare it to what was previously there at the animation building. But there's also one other area that Monters Inc could go, but the least possible out of all three options. And for that, we need to go down Sunset Boulevard. And here we are in the back of Sunset where Rock and Roller Coaster is. I just highly doubt that they would rip out an existing coaster to add a new one in. Like any day in Florida, it is about to downpour. As you can see, the rain is already starting to fall. And also in this area, we have Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. This is a pretty new addition to Hollywood Studios. So I'm actually in the middle of editing this video, and it's kind of funny because after recording, we got an announcement that Lightning McQueen would be replaced with a brand new Disney villain show. I was not expecting this because Lightning McQueen is a pretty new addition. I didn't see them replacing this show, but I guess they want to get the villains in everyone's eyes before they open a villain's land at Magic Kingdom. And yeah, there's the rain right over there. Oh, now it's really coming down. Let me put my phone away before my phone gets ruined, even though it's waterproof. It is coming down so heavy right now. The rain is at a low point right now. I probably should have went to Star Wars Launch Bay before going to Rock and Roller Coaster. It's okay. It's at a low point right now, so I'm just going to find some coverage somewhere because I don't have a raincoat or an umbrella, so I'm probably not doing the best thing right now, being now a Floridian. Probably should have bought one of those, but it's all right. We're just gonna go and find some coverage. Yeah. I always like this detail on Sunset because this is referencing, now the former place at California Adventure, Paradise Pier. Now it's Pixar Pier. I am deciding to hide out at Walt Disney Presents. It's like a Walt Disney museum. Even though I'm a Disney expert, it's always nice to go and check it out. One of the last references to Splash Mountain in Walt Disney World. I was on this ship in May of 2023. It was so nice. The rain cleared up and I'm going to be heading into Toy Story Land, my favorite land in Hollywood Studios and maybe my favorite land in all of Walt Disney World besides Main Street and Magic Kingdom. Now when I was inside at Walt Disney Presents, I really liked that they showed off the Descendants of the Rise of Red stuff because I love that movie. I think I'm the only one that's defending it. I think it's the second best Descendants movie. If you watched The Rise of Red, please let me know if you liked it or not because I guess my TikTok videos hit the algorithm wrong and only pushed my video to all the haters because I was the only one defending it. Toy Story Mania has a 25-minute wait. I think we're going to go on it later. I'm trying my best to get a great score. I learned some tips and tricks. Someone on TikTok spoiled it. I want to see if I can maybe get a higher score. I usually get in like the 150 to 170,000 range. We're going to head over to Batu because I just looked on My Disney Experience and it says that Rise is only at a 30-minute wait. It said that Slinky's at an 85, and that seems insane, especially since it just stopped raining. Do that many people rush over to Slinky after it rains? There it is, the Millennium Falcon, the thing from Disney Infinity. I heard that Rise is now doing a single rider line. The only thing is that you bypass some of the pre-shows, but if they're currently offering, which they don't always offer, but if they are, I am going to try to use it since I am a single rider and I've been on the ride so many times, I already know those pre-shows inside and out. And there it is, the entrance. So it went up to a 45-minute wait and they are not currently doing single riders, so I'm going to pass on it for now and we'll go back to it later. I just don't think it's worth 45 minutes just for me, just because I've been on so many times. But if they go and open a single rider at any point, I'm going to try to take advantage of it because I kind of want to experience it and see what you miss. So how about we head to the Star Wars ride that I know has a low wait time? Literally always a walk-on.
So just you get back to fixing that hyperdrive motivator.
I had that movie hot take earlier with Raiders. I got a Disney Parks hot take now. I think that Star Tours is better than Smuggler's Run. I think you get much more out of it. It's always a lower wait time. That was literally a walk-on, and Smuggler's Run was like 45 minutes, and it's so boring. I got Kashyyyk and Coruscant on Star Tours. I gotta like make a list so I know if I can hit every single planet during my CP, so I could say that I did them all. I'm actually working up an appetite, so I figured let's go and try somewhere that I don't think I've ever ate at before. I've sat inside here because my friend got it before, but I've actually never eaten inside an ABC commissary. Here's the menu. I'm gonna be getting the salad with chicken. I'm gonna try to be healthy today. Here it is. It's a pretty big portion. It was, I believe, $12.99. Trying to get a bite of a little bit of everything. Yeah, that's a good salad. It also comes with a pita and some hummus on the side. I'm not the biggest fan of hummus, but we'll give it a try. Like I said, it's all right. I don't eat hummus too often, so I don't even know if this is good or bad hummus. No joke though, the chicken is so good. Now we're gonna try the pita. Yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna give the meal overall like an 8.5 out of 10. It was a really good salad. The pita is just normal pita though. So all the wait times are pretty crazy right now. It's like all long waits. So I think I'll go and see Fantasmic. It starts in an hour. Maybe I can wait out, get a good seat. But I want to give you guys my thoughts on where I think the Monters Inc. land is gonna go. So out of the three options, I think the most likely one that we're gonna have gone is Animation Courtyard, and that's the one that I personally want to see gone. I think that place is a lifeless area. They are bringing back the Little Mermaid show, but honestly, they could like just close off the main area and keep that Little Mermaid show open since it's right in the front. Get rid of Launch Bay, get rid of Disney Junior. I don't really want to see those either in the park anymore. I have no need for those. I was so loudly interrupted. I don't think there's a need for those in the park anymore. Muppet Courtyard, I think, is also lifeless, but at least there's a little bit, you know, there's still a little bit in there. You still got Mama Melrose, you have Muppet Vision in there, you have Pizza Rizzo. So honestly, I would be slightly sad to see it gone, but I wouldn't be disappointed. And I don't see them taking away Rock and Roller Coaster and Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. I think Hollywood Studios needs more capacity. All of the wait times, like I just said, they're all crazy. It's always a long wait to get on these rides. They need more capacity, and I don't think they need to get rid of a show and a e-ticket ride to fit this Monsters Inc. land. So let me know where you guys want the Monsters Inc. land to go, and we'll have to see where they decide to put it. Now, as the sun sets, let's head down Sunset and enter Fantasmic. day at Hollywood Studios. I'm back in my dorm, and I just want to say I'm very sorry that I had to play copyrighted music over Fantasmic. Unfortunately, whenever I post Fantasmic footage without having copyright music, my video gets demonetized. And I'm trying to become a full-time content creator here on YouTube, so getting demonetized doesn't really help that out. So make sure you go and hit the subscribe button if you are not already. And thank you so very much for watching until the end of the video. It means so much to me. And remember, please let me know, where do you guys want Monters Inc. Land to go? Out of the 3 places that I showed today in Hollywood Studios, which one would you be the least sad about if it got replaced? Comment 2319 if you stayed until the very end of the video, and I will see you guys next time. Go and check out another video right over here, and have a fantastic, or should I say, a Fantasmic night.